Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Who is online? Who is online? If you're online, can I get a hello? Let's talk about this topic. I've gotten a lot of messages regarding this, so I want to treat it generally. I know I've talked about elements of nature on this channel before, but a lot of people are still finding it difficult to calculate your elements of nature. Okay? Yes. Okay. So if we can be online so that we can talk about it. Meanwhile, this is Alma's vlog. This is Alma's vlog. You are welcome. If this is your first time of coming across this channel, hello, hello, hello. If you've been an old subscriber, I truly appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I love you all equally. Seriously. I've told you guys that this channel is a place where we care for each other. Okay? We care for each other. We love one another here. We have each other's back, right? So if you have any sort of spiritual problem, health problem, okay, health wise, spiritually, even emotionally, I'm at your beck and call. Okay, you can always reach out to me. If you do not get me immediately on phone or WhatsApp, it means I'm very busy. So you just drop a message for me. Once I read your voice note or your message, I will reply once I'm less busy. Okay? Yeah, so that's how we roll. Okay? Yes. For those of you that are complaining that about my WhatsApp, that you're getting another person's WhatsApp, please, please, and please. I know there are scammers everywhere. I've gotten many people coming to tell me that at the end of the day, it's not me. You can't. If you want to pay into my account, you will see my name. Okay, or you can call me on phone. You will hear my voice. Do you understand? Yes, so that you will avoid all this misunderstanding. Okay. Yeah. So my number still remains +234 70 350 17671. Okay, yes. All right. Who is online? I know I don't usually announce my coming, but I don't want to disappoint. When I announce my coming, maybe one or two things will make me not to come online, and then it will become a disappointment. So that's why I'm doing it this way. When I have the time, when I have chance to come online, I come online and teach what I have to teach. Okay? Yes. All right. So today I want to talk about elements of nature. A lot of people will come, even though I've thought about it on this channel and I've posted it on this channel on how you can calculate your elements of nature. It is very, very simple. It is very simple. It's not something that you need anybody to do for you. But I have to tell you something. There are other surrounding, cases. There are other issues that can make someone's elements of nature not to be the same with the one you calculate with your date of birth. I have said that times without number. I've said it that in Igbo land, let me even talk about Igbo because that is where I'm from. We say once it is 6 p.m., past 6 p.m., we talk about another day. We start calculating it as another day because the sun has already set. Do you understand? Yes, the sun has set. Till when the sun rises again, we now talk about, yes, we are the sun has risen, okay? But once the sun sets, we say, okay, that we've entered another day in Igbo. Not like the English calendar, where we talk about the calendar. Once it's 12 p.m., from 12, a minute after 12 has become a.m. We've entered a new day. But in Igbo calendar, it is not like that. That is the calculation. Okay, yes, this is why we do not have 12 months in Igbo land as the normal 1 year. Okay, it's not the normal 12 months. Okay, ours is different. Okay, the way we calculate it locally. All right, so if you are giving birth to, the timing matters a lot. The time that you were giving birth to matters a lot. Some people do not even know the time that they were giving birth to, while some are aware. Some, their mother did not communicate to them. Their mother didn't even tell them stories about their birth. Some, their mother cannot even remember anything about, the time they gave birth to them. All right? Yes. So these things can actually affect the reading. This can actually affect the time, affect the date. That's your date of birth and your element of nature. Okay? This is to say that if you are Ore is for the mariners. Ore ndi mmiri. Ore is for mariners. Okay, before I proceed, we have 4 elements of nature. Okay? 4 elements of nature. The Eke, the Ore, the Afo, and the Nkwo. Okay? Now, the Eke is the Eke of Ndienu. That's Anyanwu for fire. Alright? Fire stroke sun energy. That is for the Eke. Everything you want to do on that day, you must light up a candle if you are giving birth to on Eke day. It is Eke day is for the people of the orb, for the sun stroke fire element, the sun energy. Do you understand? That is Eke day. So if you were giving birth to on Eke day, everything about you will tell you that you were giving birth to on Eke day. Some of the people from Eke, they fly when they are dreaming. When they are in the spirit, that is when they are sleeping. If there is an attack of any sort, they will be able to escape because they usually fly. Some people will say, I thought it's air elements that flies when they are sleeping and they are being chased in the dream. It's not only air elements that fly. The Ekes, the people of Eke, actually fly so high. Most of them, you can't even catch them in the dream. All right? They have a lot of strong spiritual force that protects them and that fights their spiritual battle. So this is why it is like this. This is not to say that all people giving birth to on Eke day they fly. No, I'm just talking about some or most of the people giving birth to on Eke day. Okay? Now we have, after Eke, we have Ore. Eke is actually the beginning of the market day in Igbo land. Okay? Yes. Now, for people that are not Igbos, will be like, what am I talking about? Now, if you must practice spirituality that has to do with the Igbos, you must understand all this. In your village, it is called something else. In your town, it is called something else. But at the end of the day, we are talking about the same thing. I am only explaining to you the way I know how to, the way I understand. Do you understand? Yes. Now, after Eke, we have the Ore. Ore is Ore ndi mmiri. Ore is for the mariners. Ore market day is for the mariners. It is said that the person that is being given birth to came from with the market of the mariners. That is Ore ndi mmiri. All right, that is for the water element. If you don't understand, you can actually understand it as water elements. Okay, now after the ore we have afo. Afo newanya anyugo. You understand? That is the earth element. The earth element, the one that you are stepping on right now, is a very strong element. All right, because through the earth, which is the soil, a man is being created. Men are created, and through the same soil, men will go back to where they came from. That is, the body will still be buried on the same land. So there is a great connection, all right, between us and all these elements. But to see that earth is a very great we have a very great connection with it. Now, after the ore, after the afo, we have the nkwo, all right, eke, ore, afo, and the nkwo. The nkwo is a arodike nwoke nkwo. Do you understand? This nkwo we are talking about is for the air elements. It's for the air elements. Their energy is derived from anything that is air. You see, when you go outside under a tree, they derive their strength from such places. When you light up your incense, they derive their strength through such, avenue. Okay, just like the water elements, that is the ore. You can just fetch a cup of water. Whatever you are doing, you have to energize it. You have to, make it to have good energy, so that it will work for you. Water should always be close to you, but in whatever that you are doing. Okay. Now, when we've talked about the Eke fire. When we talk about the earth element is your sand, of course, your soil. You pack your soil and make sure that whatever you are doing, that you are connecting yourself with that very soil. This does not mean that all these elements, all these energies does not work for anyone who is not from that market day. No, it works for every. In fact, all these elements work together. They work hand in hand. Okay, for our own good, to help us, to make sure that everything we are doing is successful. We must align ourselves with the 4 elements of nature. This is to say that just like when someone is in school, because you are not okay, let me say someone who is studying a course that does not require biology. That is not like if you without biology you can still do well, but you need that biology in that course, because outside that particular school, outside that particular course you are studying, you still need other ones so that you will have a general knowledge. Okay, so that when they are teaching you tomorrow, when you come across something like that tomorrow, you will not be like, it will be strange to you. That is why it is said that university is marahadum. Marahadum, that's know it all. You pass through the university and allow the university to pass through you. This is exactly a very good example of this 4 elements of nature. They will work in your favor if you align yourself with them. Okay, do not just tell yourself, oh, because I'm water element, I don't need the help of air element. No, you need you actually need their help all the time. All right, yes. So these are the 4 elements. Having explained all these 4 elements, now if you were given birth to after 6 p.m. each day, like let me say that your mom gave birth to you after 6 p.m. and that is on Eke day, you are no longer Eke. Rather, you have moved from being Eke to Ore. So you are now an Ore child, even though it is the same day that you were given birth to. Do you understand? Now, you are no longer the Eke, you are now Ore. It will be moved. So when you do your consultation and water keeps popping up, you'll be like, I have checked my element of nature, my day of incarnation, and it is not Eke. So why are you people telling me I'm Eke? Or why are you telling me that I'm Ore? Or why are you telling me that I'm Afo? Do you understand? So that is it. Again, another factor that it cannot be eschewed, another important factor that has to be, thought here or dealt with, so that you will understand, is that some women did not give birth the day that they are supposed to give birth to that child. There are forces that can cause it. Do you understand? Maybe a woman is supposed to deliver on Monday, but because of some kind of spiritual battles and all that, the woman is no longer, did not deliver on that day. Sometimes you see that their water, a woman's water has to break. You understand? It will break before it is said that, yes, that woman has, the child will come out and that woman has given birth to the amniotic sac. All right? Now, you will consider the day and the time that it happened. Before it is said that, yes, I'm from, as in they gave birth to me on Nkwa day, or on Eke day, or on Afo day, on Ore day. Okay? Yes. So now, getting us to the how you can calculate the time, the day that you were giving birth to. That's your day of incarnation, your element of incarnation. Because when you calculate it with your date of birth, that is when you will be able to say, okay, yes, I know my element of nature, my day of incarnation. All right? Because why am I taking time to explain all these things? It will help you in your spiritual journey. It will help you to know what you have to keep, how you have to keep that very day holy, what you have to do, so that, let me tell you, whatever elements you are, learn to make sure that you keep that day holy for your own people and for yourself. It will pay you. Do you understand? It will pay you. Like now, you are an Eke, you are from Eke, that's you are a fire or sun energy. You now tell yourself that every day, every Thursday, or you just bring out a day that I will never have anything like sex. I want to keep that day holy. Let it be a covenant between me and my Creator. Let it be a covenant between me and my spirit guides, so that I will be able to get whatever I need from them. Because there is a reason you were giving birth to on the day that you were giving birth to. Yes, you could have been giving birth to in another day, but there is a reason. Your guidance angel, that is your guidance spirit, the one we call the Chi, accompanied you into this earthly mission. There is a reason he or she accompanied you to come on earthly mission on that particular day. There is a reason for that. Okay? Yes. Because of it has a connection with your spiritual, with your earthly mission, with your earthly, assignment. That is why you were giving birth on that particular day. And for you to actualize this dream, actualize this assignment that was given birth to you in the spiritual realm before you manifested in this physical realm, for you to actualize it, you need to connect. You need to connect. Do you understand? You need to actually connect. You don't need to, stay away from these things, because this is true, what we call the true spirituality. Okay? It doesn't matter if you are married. It doesn't matter if you are single. This is something you have to discuss with your partner. You talk about it if you're married. You talk about it if you know that truly you want to go deeply into spirituality, so that you will be getting something. You'll be getting a positive result all the time that you are practicing it. It's not enough to just practice spirituality and you don't even know what you are into. Do you understand? Yes. Because the truth is this. Let me tell you, like people who talk about spiritual spouse, that there's some people who come to me and say that they have done spiritual spouse, so they have done it severally, and the spiritual spouse is still disturbing them and all that. What have you done? Ask yourself, what have I really done? I'm not disputing the fact that you have done it. But what have you done after you did it? After the person that did it for you did, even if the person is not knowledgeable to tell you exactly what to do, you should be able to ask questions. Do you understand? You should be able to ask questions. Do your research. Even if you have done it somewhere else. If maybe you come across some videos on YouTube, you just, chat the person up or call the person and say, please, may I know what I need to do? What have I been doing wrong? After settling spiritual spouse, and the spiritual spouse has refused to bless you, has refused to even leave you, has refused. In fact, some people, after doing it, their cases become worse, times 10 of what they have been going through. Do you understand? Now, let me tell you something. There are people who are strong in the spiritual realm, but you will not know who you are. You don't know who you are. There are people who are queens in the spiritual realm. Hello. There are people who are queens in the spiritual realm. Now, because they are queens, their kings has refused to let them go. Now, there is something that is called, maybe I've not told you people before on this channel, but I'm ready to spill the bean. I'm ready to tell you something that you will, I know you're going to ask questions about it, but that's okay. But the truth is what I will let you know. There are stubborn, extremely stubborn spiritual spouses. If you like, kill cow for them, they will never let you go. If you like, kill cows for them, they will still not let you go. They will still be so wicked. You know, the way we have wicked human beings is the way we have wicked spirits. Yes, the way there are wicked human beings, that is the way there are wicked, spiritual spouses. Now, what do? You know that you've done everything you have to do. I will tell you two things to do. Two things that you would do. After doing it and you notice that it's still not working out, then it will become a case in the spiritual realm. The case will be presented by any spiritualist that is doing the work for you. The case will be presented spiritually. You tell your spiritualist that you want to be separated from the spiritual spouse. This is because you have tried everything humanly possible to make sure that this spiritual spouse lets you go. And the spiritual spouse is not letting you go. Do you understand? Hello, how are you? It's not letting you go. You must separate yourself from that particular spiritual spouse that is evil, that want to kill you and bring you back to the spiritual realm. I know it sounds like not me, right? No. But before you would do this, you will ensure that you've done everything humanly possible. You will tell your spiritualist to check for you if everything is accepted. See how it works. You bring forth everything for the spiritual spouse to go and settle the spiritual spouse. They will never say that they will not take it. They will collect it. Oh, no, for no good, no. No, for. Do you understand? Or for no good. Now, you will present to them, because some people do not have only one spiritual spouse. So, that is true. Some people do not have only one spiritual spouse. Yes, it is true that one person can have more than one spiritual spouse. It depends on who you are in the spiritual realm. Because some people have different energies in their body. This is why it seems like you have a lot of spirits battling with you in the spirit. A lot of spirit, you're battling with a lot of evil spirits. Some people will now say that they have demons inside them. Do you understand? Some people will now say that they have demons inside them. Do you understand? Now, if you have done what you have to do, and that particular one that is killing you spiritually, that is killing you slowly, that does not want you to succeed, that wants you to die, because their plan is to kill you. When they now kill you, they return you back to that place in the spiritual realm. Now, what you would do is to what? Separate yourself from that one. All the spirits will bear you witness. You have given the spiritual spouse what you have to give to the spiritual spouse, yet the spiritual spouse refuse to allow you to go. And that kind of spiritual spouse is wicked and will never allow you to get married. If you get married, they will put problem. They will scatter it. The marriage will be scattered. They will never allow you to have peace of mind, even if you are in marriage. It's going to be one problem or the other. It's going to be one fight or the other. They will never allow you to rest and keep your head like this. Drink water and drop cup. They will not. They are so jealous. They are manipulative. They are wicked. They are callous. They are everything evil. Those are the ones you need to separate. Those are the ones you need to separate. The separation materials, you will avail them, you just make them available. The person that will handle it for you will handle it for you. After doing the two separation candles with other items, the male and the female candles, you leave it there till one, the man must drop. What did I say? The male must drop. If the female drops, the work has not been completed. The male must drop. Whoever that is doing it with you, you must keep your eyes open if you're going there. But if the person is going to do it for you and you trust the person, there is no problem. It's absolutely fine. All right? It's not everyone that allows people to come where they are even doing their job. So if you know that you trust the person, just let the person make sure that that male drops and go. Let there be that separation of that spiritual spouse. Because if you keep going on with the spiritual spouse, your life is at risk. These are the ones that force you into sleeping with them. They force you into having sexual intercourse with them. They force you all the time. They come and have their way with you. But before you resort to this last advice, you will ensure that you have kept a particular day of incarnation. That's your day of incarnation. You will tell your spiritual spouse that this is a day that I'm bringing out. There is nothing like sexual intercourse on that particular day. Now, the truth is that you are making settlements with your spiritual spouse. I'm talking about the good spiritual spouse, the harmless ones. There are good spiritual spouses. A lady has walked up to me. Has called me. Yeah, she called me. She told me that she misses her spiritual spouse. You understand? She did separation somewhere before she contacted me. She said, please, how can she bring back her spiritual spouse? That when her spiritual spouse was in her life, that she was doing better. That if she needs money now, she will have the money. That the spiritual spouse pays house rent for her, pays everything, does everything, and bring men that will come to her and admire her. But the only thing is that, what if she has anything doing with the man sexually, then the spiritual spouse will attack her. I say, and you want the spiritual spouse to come back. You've done separation now. Separation means that you don't have anything to do with the spiritual spouse again. Do you understand? That is why I said that it has to be on an agreement with the spirits. If the spiritualist that is doing the job for you has consulted spirits and they say no, it is not possible for separation, my dear, forget about separation. Don't involve yourself in it. I'm talking about the spiritual spouse that you have settled the spiritual spouse and the spiritual spouse is still disturbing you. Then it is time for you to do this one that I'm talking about. Do you understand? Now, after doing your settlement with your spiritual spouse, go and make an altar. Do you have an altar of worship in your home? If you don't have, just get a table, put a white cloth on top of it. Go and get a picture, a random picture of, if you're a woman, get a random picture of a man you don't know, you've never met for the first time in your life. A man you've never seen physically. Maybe from Facebook, anywhere that you know. Just print the picture. Print it and keep it. Keep fruits on top of the table. Keep the picture there. You can keep flowers, okay? And then maybe you can keep something like anything that you wish. You keep. When you keep it there, if you want to get married, if you want something from your spiritual spouse that you've done settlement with, you go there and discuss with your spiritual spouse. You grab the picture and talk to your spiritual spouse as if you are discussing with your fellow human being. Now, mention the name, any name that you know you like, any name you admire. Name that picture that very name. and you start talking to the picture. Every time communicate and have a communication with the picture. Do you understand? Talk to the picture that you want to settle down, that you acknowledge you have a spiritual spouse, and this is who you are. This is you, and you have done what you have to do. You settled the spiritual spouse. If the name of the picture is John, you say, John, I know your presence is here in this room. I know that you are here, this altar. I know that your energy is around. I know your energy is around me. Please, I'm on earthly mission, as you know. You are not ignorant of this. I'm on earthly mission. And the importance of earthly mission is that I come and do what I have to do to make my life easier and better, so that I'll fulfill my destiny before I return back to the Creator in my old age. Please, this job that I'm looking for, I want you to get this job for me. Now we are no longer quarreling. We are no longer enemies. We are in good terms. I've settled you. Please, can you get me this job opportunity? You can mention the job that you're looking for, the company. You start talking to that picture. You now tell when someone is about to come, you come and tell the person that, please, I will get back to you. Like someone wants to get married to you. When you enter where your altar is, it's not an evil altar you're making. There is nothing evil there. It's just a picture, fruits. You'll be changing the fruits. After prayers, you offer the fruits. After offering the fruits on the altar, you change the fruits and get another fruit. You can get watermelon, just small fruits like that. Do you understand? You now tell your spiritual spouse, they say with the picture, John, if it's John's sweetheart, you can call. You call. Please, I want to get married physically, because I want to have my own children in this physical world. I want to enjoy my earthly mission. I want to have my own children. Please, can you support me to have my own husband and have my own children? You are pleading with John, the spiritual spouse, to support you on this earthly mission and to support you to get married. As you are saying this, you now beg John, please, I want you to bless that man that will marry me. I want to be a blessing to that man. Why are you doing all this? You can decide to go and get married tomorrow, and John will put accident for your husband. Because there are some spiritual spouses that are so wicked. They are so wicked. These things is what you will do. If you have done this continuously for so long, you will start noticing that things will start taking a different shape in your life. I'm making this video for people that said they have done. Some people said they have done. A lady has called me before and said that she has done Olumili. She has done a spiritual spouse settlement for more than 16 times. I said 16 times. You mean every time you pay and go? Every time you pay and go. Now, this is not only you are having a conversation with your spiritual spouse. You are also attracting yourself earthly blessings from your spiritual spouse, because your spiritual spouse will be happy. Your spiritual spouse will become so happy spiritually that he is existing and you have acknowledged him. Do you understand? And you have given him his own share. And you know that he is important also. You are not what pains them a lot is negligence. Negligence is one of the things that annoys spirits, mostly spiritual spouses. When you neglect them, they won't be happy with you. They'll rob you of all the things you have to get on this earthly mission. This is what you will do. If the man, your earthly man, if the man said, he's going to come so day, in the morning, go and speak with your spiritual spouse. That you want your spiritual spouse to be aware that so man is coming. Your spiritual spouse will not disturb you. It will not. It will allow you to have fun. It will allow you to be happy. It will allow you to bring that man into your home for introduction and for proper marriage, ceremonies. There won't be any troubles. Your spiritual spouse, you will also talk to your spiritual spouse that you want to have your earthly children, or you don't want to be married and then yet you'll be looking for the fruit of the womb. I have seen people that their spiritual spouses has made them so stagnant in life. They are looking for solution here and there. They thought someone is bewitching them. No, there is no witch anywhere. There is no witch. It is the spiritual spouse that is causing all this. Spiritual spouses are powerful. They are connected. They are so connected to you spiritually. Imagine you have done all this and you know that, not that you bring out Thursday and say, I will not be having sex on Thursday. Or maybe you are the kind of person that you are always easily angered. People of fire energies are like that. Fire, see fire elements. Anybody that you see, people that come from fire on the day, that's market day, fire, that's a Eke day, Eke market day. They are always hot. They are always very hot. If you know that you are the kind of person that gets angry easily, you just tell your spirit guides, tell your chi, that is your guide, your spirit, your guardian angel. Tell your spirit guides that you are bringing out this day. You will not be angry on that particular day. Anything you know that you used to do, you can tell your spiritual spouse that very day, no sex. That very day, I won't be talking too much. If you're the kind of person that talks like a parrot, you tell them that very day I'm bringing it out, and you maintain it. Make sure you keep to it. Don't just promise spirits and not fulfill it. It's better you don't even go into covenant with spirits than going into covenant with spirits and you're not fulfilling it. A lot of you, when I do consultation for you, I see that you have promised one thing or the other. You go to the water to go and ask for help, ask for mercy, ask for Biloma, so that they will bless you. They will bring things for you. They will bring, and then you go there and promise them that you're going to kill something for them. You're going to do this one for them. At the end of the day, you become a debtor. Why don't you just say, when you go to pray, maybe you offer your fruits, maybe calories, maybe biscuits, maybe sweets, anyone you want to offer. You just tell them that, if you people bless me, I will appreciate it. I will come back and thank you. Now, nobody is going to hold you if you come back with just anything you have to come back. But when you have mentioned something, ensure that you keep to it, because if you do not keep to your promise, it is going to affect you and affect your children, because you are owing the spirits. That's how it works. You are owing the spirits and you need to pay your debt. Yeah. They will definitely not let you go. They will definitely not let you go until you pay. Okay? So this is what I said I have to come and trash today, because of too many questions, too many questions. At a time, I've decided this. If I get one particular question from different people, I won't answer anymore. I will just bring it on here. I will treat it here generally, because for me to have gotten it randomly, for me to have gotten it from different people, it means it bothers a lot of people. Do you understand? Hello, good afternoon. It means it's bothering a lot of people, and we need to trash it. We need to teach it. We need to trash it. Okay? Don't be deceived. Don't be deceived. Now, I want to treat something regarding this topic again. For people that talk about, they always see themselves having sex in the dreams, sexual intercourse in the dream. Is it as a result of spiritual spouse or not? I think this is one of the questions I always one of the questions I do get from my subscribers per se. They asked me if they sleep if they sleep and see a man making out with them in the dream, or a woman making out with them in the dream, is it spiritual spouse or what? Now, I will answer your question. Give me your attention. Now, spiritual spouses can come and sleep with you, but it is not always a case of spiritual spouses. It's not all the time you have sexual intercourse and the spirit when you are sleeping that you target spiritual spouse. It is not. There can be a manipulation against you in the spiritual realm using a man to drain you spiritually. You know that sexual intercourse drains one spiritually. When you have sex in the spiritual realm, they drain your energy, they drain you spiritually and remove what is deposited in you by the Almighty. That person you are, spiritually strong person that you've been, they will remove it from you. Each time you make out in the dream, if it is a case of spiritual spouse, the next day, if you have something to go for, maybe an interview, you will not get that job because they have tampered with you, your energy, and your spiritual strength. They have tampered with it spiritually. They can only get to you because they have tried physically, they failed. So they are manipulating you spiritually to drain you of your energies. I don't know if you are understanding what I'm saying. Now, it is not only spiritual spouses that can sleep with you, like I said. Witches do it a lot. Witches do it a lot. They are so manipulative. When you are sleeping, they will come with the face of a man to sleep with you because they know that you are not spiritually strong enough to resist a man in the spiritual realm. The only time you can be able to fight this and win this battle spiritually is if you have attained a certain level in spiritual realm, a certain level in spirituality, to be able to stand for yourself when such thing is about to happen. Another thing that can cause this is not only witches. Witches, manipulations, the occultic people can do this to you. They will get to you through that means. Some of you are so rich in the spiritual realm, but they took your riches, your wealth, through spiritually through the means of spiritually sleeping with you by a man or a woman. That being said, there are people who have high libido. There are women who have high libido. There are men who always want to have sex. They don't want to control themselves. In the physical realm, they are not able to control themselves. So how can they be able to control themselves in the spiritual realm? Such people are always center of attraction to the witches and the evil people that come to sleep with them and steal their glory from them. Because most times when they go to bed, they will experience sexual intercourse. This is why consultation is very important, very good, so that you will know the category that you have fallen into, the category that you are in, so that you will fight it spiritually. You will fight it and put a stop to it. Because there will be a time and a stage it will get to. They have drained everything in you. They even drain your blood spiritually through sleeping with you. Some men, when they sleep with a woman in the spiritual realm, they release and see it in the physical realm. That is not ordinary. It is not ordinary. Because it would have been ordinary if at all you would have this sex in the dream, because maybe you feel horny, or maybe you feel the need to have a woman. But the truth is that what the energies, the evil energies, evil spirits take advantage of is the weakness of men. They take advantage of the weakness of men. If they notice that you are such person, that you fall into that category, they will make you their target in the spiritual realm. And they will always come to use that means to come to you and to come through to you. Do you understand? There are now generally people who just have sex in the spiritual realm because they feel horny. Maybe someone who is a wife and the husband is abroad, okay? And she feels the need to sleep with her husband, and maybe she goes to bed. She will have a dream, a picture of her husband sleeping with her on a platonic. Whereas there are people, men too, are like that. But that's how can you now differentiate to know if the evil spirits are using it against you or it's just a normal thing? That is where you have a problem. That is where you have a problem. A lot of people are going through a lot today because of this particular topic that I'm teaching. Because of this particular topic, they are going through a lot. Because they will notice a drain in their finances. Their finances will be drained. Their marriage will start having lapses. They will start having problems. They will start having issues. Both with friends around them. They will start avoiding them, staying away from them, because of they will put a lot of problems because they are able to penetrate you in the spiritual realm. Oh yeah. They are able to penetrate you in the spiritual realm. This is why I keep telling you guys here that spirituality is a continuous practice. You don't just go and relax. Because a lot of things keep happening every day. The way we humans, they give birth to children, they give birth to babies every day. Do you understand? Replicating. The same way the evil spirits keep replicating, keep increasing in numbers. When one evil spirit here, consider that there are like thousands of those spirits around. That is how it works. Okay? All right. I'm going to be leaving it here. We're going to be calling it a day. Okay? If you don't understand, if there is anything you want us to talk about on live, come to my WhatsApp. Let's chat me up. When I have time, I'll work towards it and I'll come and teach it. Okay? God bless you all. I love you. Always, I still remain your one and only Alma. God bless you all. Have a lovely day. Please, you people should try and be liking our videos. liking it, comments, leave your comments, okay? So that it will encourage us to teach more, so that you will get better in your spiritual life. All right? Love you all. Bye.